Yo, Jenny Gang, what's happening? What it do? Back for another episode or Jenny Gang production. Before I get started with the commentary, like the video, share the video, comment on my commentary, and subscribe to Jenny Gang. New year, new vibes. Let's go. I wanted to do a horror story on a recent situation just happened on New Year's Day. I will be reading from the article so that I don't try to hold the important things by memory, but this is about rapper J Stash. You've probably seen the story from other content creators. He is a rapper. Well, he's a rapper. I see a lot of comments that say like he had a few songs. He wasn't a rapper. He's a street guy. Whatever. His description is a rapper. His girlfriend was an entertainer, and of course, everybody's well, not everybody. Actually, people have this girl's back usually more than they have dancers' back. So I'm actually pretty proud of that. But she did have an OnlyFans. She was a dancer at Crazy Horse in LA. And her name is Jeanette Gallegos. She looks to be of Spanish descent. So if I said that wrong, I apologize. But yes, Jeanette Gallegos, who was KILLED by her rapper boyfriend J Stash on New Year's Day 2022 is just starting and we already showing out. New York born South Florida rapper J Stash allegedly hurt his girlfriend, sent her to the afterlife, Jeanette Gallegos, on New Year's Day. Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department cops heard on 7/14 about a possible domestic abuse related incident taking place near the 9200th block of Pentland Street in the Temple City suburb of Los Angeles. Later, deputies discovered the bodies of Jeanette and J Stash at the crime scene. The female victim sustained multiple wounds, while the male victim sustained an apparent self-inflicted wound. Sheriff's Deputy Grace Medrano reported to The Independent. As reported, the rapper argued with his girlfriend and he led her into the master bedroom where he locked the door. Their remains were found in that room that he took her in. People reported the victim sustained multiple wounds while the male victim sustained only one wound that was self-inflicted. They just repeated their self. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to say from this article. They were together about a year, but I think they had just started living together just a few months ago. He was a rising artist. I had never heard of him, I'll be honest with y'all. He was a rising artist, reportedly signed with Rich the Kids label, Rich Forever, in March of 2016. He had released No More Distractions independently. Moreover, he also created records like Hood Rich, that sounds familiar, Relax With Me, and Six Before Seven Even, which were released via Relax Records. Let's talk about Jeanette, okay? She's a beautiful girl. She did have 3 boys. She had 3 children, boys. None of these children were by her boyfriend. And her Facebook stated, okay, yes, she had 3 boys. In 2015, she had written on her Facebook, yes, finally Joseph and Mason knocked out. Now time to see Netflix with my big boy Nathan. Jeanette was a very protective mother. She once wrote on her Facebook, I effing hate when B's start bringing up my kids, talking S when my kids had nothing to do with anything. All right, so they're just picking apart her social media here. Her Instagram, a lot of people want to know this. A lot of people want to know her OF too, but that's kind of creepy. Like, why would y'all want to watch that when she's gone now? And most of y'all are only watching it like to criticize her. And some of y'all are wanting to have her OF link to talk about her on here and then go over there and enjoy whatever she has on her OF. I don't know what she has on there, but of course, everyone wants to emphasize the things that dancers do to make their income once something happens to a dancer. But her Instagram is at JEAANN27, which is private at the moment. So you probably won't even be able to get through on that. She is also on Facebook at janet.sanchez.315-42841. At the time of this incident, Jeanette was 27 years old. Another thing that's kind of crazy about this story is that Jeanette does have a GoFundMe. I am going to donate to the GoFundMe, and I'll tell you why. Again, this is not just because I'm an entertainer. It's because people like to judge situations that they're not in, right? So, like I said, she's actually getting a lot more support from people than dancers normally do when something happens to them. So, I'm very happy about that. But then you have people that are so negative. Oh, that's what he get for dating a dancer. Oh, what did he expect from a OF girl? You know what I'm saying? Basically, they're saying that he started the argument because she got home late from work, right? Now, New Year's, most dancers work, that night before to bring in a New Year's at work. I would have been there if I hadn't have an issue with my neck. We'll talk about that at a later date. But y'all know I did have a little accident. But that's always something that dancers do. They love to work the 31st because, it's always lit. It's always a lot going on. So she got home late. It's probably because it was so busy. I don't know the girl. I don't know what she do after the club. But I know that is a night that you probably would make it home late from working if you're a dancer. Anyways, a lot of chatter about this dude being emotional already. He already had a girlfriend that he was in a terrible incident with back in 2014. Her name is Danielle Faye on the gram. She was like black and blue, and then actually messed around with her after that, which is pretty weird on both of them. She probably only wanted to do that out of fear or whatever, because I can't see myself wanting to make love or do whatever with my boyfriend or whoever if they just, you know what I'm saying, me to the point where I'm hurt and, you know what I'm saying, can't even look in the mirror. But to each his own. But what I'm trying to say about Mr. J Stash, even though I had never heard any of his music, I don't know his face, it sounds like what he did to her had nothing to do with her being a dancer or doing OF, okay? Dude already had some loose screws going on. So what probably happened, he got aggravated about something and he probably ain't even mean for this stuff to go this far. But he did this while her kids was in the house, y'all. Like I said, the rumors and stories are starting to flow now. Some of them are probably true because of, the type of dude this was. But somebody's even saying that he told the three boys, the girl's sons, like after he had done what he done to her in the bedroom, he came out of the room and told the three boys to come here. He had a surprise. And they're saying that that's when he done what he did in front of them. I don't know how true that is, but like I said, with him being such an emotional dude that's always kind of flying off of the, like a firecracker, we really don't know. But I want to say RIP to Janae. My condolences to both families. You know what I'm saying? Just because he did what he did doesn't mean his family's not suffering. Also, another rumor is that he was being dropped from that label that he was with. They're saying that he probably was already kind of on edge about that. Because, when your income changes and you might not know what to do and you're used to having it all, that might have pushed him over the edge. And she might have been 5 minutes after she normally be. And he might have, you know what I'm saying, just snapped. But there is one blessing in this. I'm glad he didn't do the kids. Because y'all know sometimes when people be too emotional, they just want to hurt people. So like what a normal crazy person like him would have did is probably done her, then brought her kids in there and got rid of them. And then he, go out by cop or either doesn't, pass away at all. He just end up being like, yeah, I snapped. It was an emotional situation. But I'm glad he didn't harm her kids. Like I said, none of them were his. Nothing wrong with that or whatever. Gotta admire him stepping up as a man to be with someone who has that many kids. But that's kind of the only positive thing I can say about this dude at the moment. Ladies, watch for the signs. You know what I'm saying? If you know you dating a crazy, at least have you a little something somewhere. So if he get to acting like that, maybe you can duck and grab yours and be like, hey, listen, honey, I ain't going out like that. But I know what I was going to say. I was going to reference the GoFundMe really quick. So people, particularly our people, we don't think about leaving the earth. It's a hard thing to think about. I think about it. I've thought about it a lot just because I'm into true crime and you just see innocent people, things happening to them. But a lot of people of color, a lot of people in general don't think about life insurance because it's hard to fathom the feeling that, dang, I'm not going to be here one day, you know? So people are going in because her family has a GoFundMe. Okay, for one thing, y'all don't know the situation. Maybe she does have life insurance and maybe the family just, needs more, or maybe they can't get to her money, you know. And dancers aren't the only ones who pass away and need GoFundMe's. There's a lot of people that do that. A lot of people that call themselves, they be this on the gram, and then when they pass away, they, need help or whatever. I'll say, hate to mention it all the time because it's my issue or whatever, but when I lost my brother last year, I was so proud that not only did he have a policy, he had a huge policy to, that could, supply a lot of time to my little niece and my nephew and his wife, things like that. But like, let's say for instance, when I called to get life insurance, okay, because like at first when I started like just getting big money, I was depending on my family to, if something happened to me, go to my bank and say, hey, I'm a beneficiary, I need to withdraw whatever she got. I was doing dumb stuff like that only because, like I said, it's really hard to face that you got to leave Earth one day. But I want to say, in case, let's say if the girl do got life insurance, the place that I called only let me have like 40 grand in life insurance because I told them, they asked what type of medications, I had taken in life. I had just had a tummy tuck, and because I took those pee pills, I don't know if I can say the name on here, the ones that, Atlanta has in rotation that they take for breakfast, because I had that on my prescription list, and I told them, I had to tell them on this small of a policy, they wouldn't let me get anything bigger. So 40 grand, I don't like that amount because funerals is high. You know what I'm saying? I want my ish to be stretched out so my mom or my child don't have to worry about things for a long time. Whatever I have saved up when I'm going, I want to have a big policy plus that and just all type of stuff. So before y'all criticize people, know the situation. You don't even know she got to GoFundMe because she really didn't have insurance, or, it might not be enough. I don't know, but I just need y'all to stop acting holier than thou. Like it's not regular people that do messed up things in life. That doesn't mean the girl deserved to leave this earth. But don't want to make this video too long. My clothing line is dropping Friday at 12 a.m. January 7th, 2022. I would like for you to subscribe, jump on my email list, get that first discount off of your first purchase. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel. Dancers, if y'all watch this video, chime in, let me know what you think about all the chatter. Every time something happened to one of us, it happens because of what we do. As if boys ain't out here in the street doing what they do, or people who do white collar crime ain't out here doing what they do. But it's just like, I just feel it's an extra little disrespect when something happens to a dancer. It's always their fault because they're a dancer. Totally disagree, but give an objective opinion, keep things respectful. I'm cool with that. I will see y'all on the next video.